Are you looking for relief from stress, anxiety, or pain? If so, you may want to consider trying CBD. CBD is a natural compound found in the hemp plant that has been shown to have a variety of health benefits. CBD can help relax your mind and body, reduce inflammation, and improve sleep. It is also non-addictive and has no known side effects. If you're interested in trying CBD, check out our website at www.hypnotizeme.com. And remember, if you're not hypnotized, then you're not doing it right. That's hypnotizeme.com, www.hypnotizeme.com for our high-quality CBD products and drinks. Hypnotize Me, a sponsor of the Boss Fest podcast.
It seemed like everybody want to be a boss these days. Everybody want to be a boss till it's time to pay out, you feel me? Till it's time to pay that boss cost. They ain't trying to have them tough conversations. Ain't trying to put in them extra hours, catching that windfall money, dealing with folks not being consistent. Don't get me started on the lack of sleep, but you know what they say.
Boss Life, BOSSFEST, Boss Fest podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe. Tune in, catch the topic, get the tea. Ain't no shallow waters over here, we get deep. You sensitive, easy to offend, you need to flee. But them tough conversations gonna be happening. Boss Fest podcast, they hold it down. Wednesday, 7 Eastern, man, it's going down. Tell a friend to tell a friend and y'all gather round. Get active in the comments, don't get lost in the crowd.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man DJ Bush. I had to show love to Kevin and Edwina, Boss Fest Butlers. Y'all know what time it is, the Boss Fest podcast. But you already know what we live in.
Boss Life, BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe.
What's up? What's up? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Boss Fest podcast. We have the ultimate collaboration here with us today. So I am going to introduce these gentlemen here in just 1 second. But I want to tell y'all about the topic because I want y'all to get ready for the business. So today's topic is the collaboration between Black men dead. So we are going to get into it with the ultimate collab. I know y'all see them all over Facebook. So joining us today is Lamar and Wally Woo himself. So y'all, I'm going to give y'all a chance and then I'll let him introduce himself because you know he's just a sound man. So whoever wants to look, I'll let you go first. Let's say Lamar first. So introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about you.
As she said, my name is Lamar. I'm a photographer here in Central Florida. I've been doing photography, as some of you may know, for 2 years. I specialize in portrait and also event photography. But now we're, I team up with this guy and we know we're taking about a storm. We're about to do our thing, do our big 1-2, and we about to take over all the events and all the weddings.
Sounds good. As you know, my name is Wally Woo. Basically, I'm a videographer, based out of Polk County. Been doing this for over a decade now. As far as doing music videos, promo videos, commercials, documentaries, weddings, the whole 9 yards. Like I said, and I ended up bumping into Lamar throughout the career. I've been doing this for 10 years, and ever since then, we connected. Start to make things happen and become the best duo that y'all gonna see around.
There you go.
Not just now, around a lot, pretty much.
Period. Now look, before I'm the one sleeping on the couch, we're gonna introduce y'all to the best sound man to ever do the Boss Fest podcast. Kevin, the boss butler. Go ahead. Say hey, baby.
Hey,
There y'all have it.
why you always cutting up, man?
Listen, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I said the best sound guy in the business.
You had to put all the extra on.
All right, next time, you know, it is what it is.
Right, I'm used to all the hate.
All right, I'll be back next week with the hate.
You ain't gonna get past this show without the hate.
You're right. So let's get into it.
Listen, y'all is a show of y'all own.
Look, we'd be happy to have people sit at the boss table with us. It'd be a mess in our household.
Listen, I don't know if I'm playing referee, mom and dad. Or
You're gonna do a little bit of both before this is all said and done.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of want to sit back and kind of see who wins, low key. So
You're gonna do a little bit of both. Look, that's why we made sure to put something in your little cup, so you
Listen,
know y'all be ready for
the
the
tea
food.
gonna be spilling. It's definitely gonna be flowing.
But so let's get into collaboration. I know I'm not a man, but I know how collaboration is for women. So
I'm sorry. I want to make sure that was good.
so from two people who seem to have like it together and y'all have found like your fit, how does that work with like how do you guys collaborate and do you find it hard to collaborate with other people?
Well, me and Lamar personally, we collaborate great. I just think it's all about, communication and understanding each other, as far as when it comes to you guys collaborating, like it's kind of like having things set in stone and just like, finding out your goals and where you're going at with it, and then, see how you go from there. I think collaborating with other people is also possible as well, but it's just that, like I said, it's just a mindset thing, wanting to do it and not wanting to be like a one-man band. You gotta look at it as both of y'all being like a team rather than just one. Or, I did this for longer than you, or whatever this may be. At that point when we collab, basically we all together. So whatever we do as far as like photography, videography, we promote each other together, not just, one company.
So you saying you don't ever tell him I've been in this game for a decade, so sit down.
Y'all, he tell me all the time.
But look, he tried to say a real like, no, we just work
I
together.
mean, we have had conversations in the past of that, but it's just that like it's just come to an understanding. So we get to that that point of talking, but with us communicating and just like kind of getting our opinions on and so forth, it kind of help us understand that I've been in the game longer than him and whatnot, and there's things that we can teach each other. So it's not just me just being in the game and try to tell him I know everything, he don't know nothing. That we just kind of
You just know a little bit more.
I just know a lot that that I experienced throughout the years. So I just try to put him on games so we can kind of be on the same page.
You see how I try to be a little shady.
Yeah,
He was
listen,
like, nah, that's good.
But no, that is, I will say, no, he don't, dog me or son me, a little boy me. He definitely just say, hey, this is my experience that I've been through. He just shares, his experience and basically like, hey, this kind of looks kind of similar to what I've already been through. So, maybe we could, move a different way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a person where if I see someone else go through something, or if it don't even look right to me, I ignore the whole experience. Okay. So a lot of times, a lot of people, especially in this field, they can go 5 years and, repeat the same mistakes over and over.
Exactly.
I could look at you and somebody else and they see that, I take notes. So, he's been doing it for 10 years and I've only been doing it for 2 years, but it's kind of like, I have social media on my side.
Right.
Back in the day, he didn't have that. So you didn't get to see other people's mistakes like we get to see it now. So I was able to kind of help celebrate myself to the point where it's like I cut out all that stuff. So with his knowledge and my knowledge and us removing our egos, removing pride, us seeing a bigger picture, and us being really talented in our fields. I mean, I really don't see anybody else in photography in video that could really top. I feel like some people may slack in one area, but I feel like we got both of the areas kind of dominated right now.
Yeah. I feel like y'all dropped some gems. Like honestly, I didn't expect no gems to get dropped. But he did say that you was before social media, like you was old. Just so you know.
Drop that in there, like
I mean, I just didn't want to let it slide.
like me.
I respect that. They did say that, and I get what he's saying basically, because I I've been in the game for a while, so I was in the game when internet was there. It just wasn't as.
I mean, we had MySpace. You not that old.
I'm not that old. I mean, I still hear with Facebook and so forth, but it's just that it's just they say internet has social media has become like major now. So a lot of people are using that to their advantage, whether it's they using it for marketing, promoting, whatever. It's just easier than it was back then.
I mean, I say that because it feels like now if you have a business, if you don't capture social media or learn how to do it,
right,
then your business is gonna fail. That's literally what it feels like these days.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So definitely cut corners in years. With Lamar, they has his his advantage. Well, car advantage pretty much. But instead of me being in the game for 10 years, you won't have to worry about doing those 10 years. Like I had to deal with,
But y'all got Donald says he salutes y'all, so that's what's up.
Hey, listen, Donald, I'm just saying his profile picture is shot by LP. So, if y'all don't see it, click on his profile.
So you the one that finally helped him get an updated picture,
Listen,
man. My boy was rocking
He
dreads.
said, I don't want the dreads no more.
When he cut them off like years ago. Hey man, Donald, you jumped on. Man. I'm just saying, bro. Listen.
I helped give him that clean cut, that nice business professional. So basically, that's a prime example of what I do. I can upgrade you, with my quality. I can get you that sophisticated look or, whatever look you're going for, I'm going to make sure I, make it top notch for you. And I do want to touch on something you asked. Is there any way where we can collaborate with other people? I've been down that route where I tried to collaborate with people. I don't see a point, it's working now. What's the point in trying to find anybody else or do anything else? I feel like we linked in, what they say, we locked in, ain't no switching up. So I feel like there's no point really working with anybody else or bringing anybody else. Of course, if we always need to branch out and bring any extra help, we got a big gig. I think we could do that. But I think, the dynamic duo is right here. I don't think it needs to be a trio or anything else.
Well, why not? So let's say like y'all are the duo as far as like, the photography, videography goes. But I mean, it's a sound guy right here. Why y'all want to team up with the sound guy?
See, we knew you was gonna do that shit.
I mean, definitely that is something that's in the stage. You know what I'm saying? We still building, but for now, we know that when it comes to photography and videography, like everyone needs that for their events or their parties, whatever the case may be. And just having like two of the same, the work ethic, like we complement each other. Like when you see the photos, you see the videos, they look amazing.
Yeah,
so it's like you're not losing. You know what I'm saying? You're not losing when you get both of us because we can guarantee you that the quality is going to match. Two separate like videographers, photographers, and sometimes they get like good pictures but not so good video, and vice versa. So it's like they take chances at times when they do that, not knowing that just because pricing around and so forth, but knowing that when you book a duo, just know like you're going to get quality. Going to get
so before this, like this duo came, have you, because you've been in the game for 10 years, have you partnered with other people and seen like the negative side of the collaboration?
I did. I actually collab with a couple people in the past.
I was just gonna say that. Hello.
Can I type that name?
Don't tag him. Don't tag him in the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I collabed with a couple people in the past. Not saying it ended bad. We had I wouldn't say we had different aspects, different, goals and opinion. And like I said, communication. Like I just feel like the ones that I dealt with in the past, like communication was so and so. It wasn't really like what we're trying to do, to go to the next level.
Okay.
And so I feel like that kind of like, leads to, down the road, like kind of like, we just kind of go our separate ways. So it's no bad terms for none of the guys that I dealt with in the past. It just more aligns like me, so I know I want to go at with this. I know exactly where I'm, heading. And linking up with Lamar, he sees the same thing. So it's like when the communication again, back to that, it's like he, so we talk about it, we put our opinions out, and then kind of see what ideas we can do to help market, help that this could deal with a book rather than going around and booking different type of people and not knowing what you're going to get as a result.
See, I feel like they good salesmen, but we're gonna get into this.
So
Run it.
With him, I think with both of us, we share our past experience working with other people. So I take that into big consideration. When he's saying, "Hey, this is what I went through with this person and that person," this, and I tell him what I went through. It's like, hey, well, let's not do that to each other. Let's make sure we communicate, because it seems like when we was collaborating, working with others, it seemed like we was on the up and up on those sides of the business, but the other person wasn't. So it seems like, well, if I'm on the up and up on this side and that person on the up and up on this side, so we come together and we both on the up and up, the only place we can go is up.
So let me ask you this. So has Wally, let's say, told you, hey man, like I worked with this person before and I feel like they bad business, and
No.
you not work with them because he said that?
No, it's not. I work with this person. It's bad business. It's just, hey, doing this partnership, doing business. I don't think that this was the best way that we should have moved together as a team. And it's like, okay, how so? Like, how can we do? Was rates not communicated? Was marketing not communicated? You know what I'm saying? Was people moving ahead of you and not telling you or leaving things excluded? Yeah. And then with me, it's just like, I had people who was afraid to actually do things. I was more so, hey, let's do it for this price. And they didn't feel like they was able to charge that price. So they wanted me to stay down. It's just like, well, I can't stay down. I believe in you, but they're not believing in themselves. So I feel like, when we share those, and it's not being messy, I think that it's important to, come together and figure out, hey, what can we do to work together? I feel like, we have to have those conversations. I think about Rockefeller, Dame Dash, and Jay-Z. They're two big, powerful people, but you can't have that ego. You can't think you're the biggest person in the room. I can't think I'm bigger than him, and he can't think that, he's bigger than me. We have to be like, hey, we're both powerful. Let's move this, what we're trying to do, this image together. I can't move it by myself, and he can't move it by himself. And he shouldn't come in here like, oh, I could do it without you. Because that right there it's going to kill it. So I feel like that's what we probably pretty much experienced, when we was doing our own thing. People just feeling like they're the biggest thing and like they're doing you a favor and we're doing each other a favor.
It sounds like they're giving me relationship advice.
But you know what? It's almost like that. I mean, whether you're doing a friendship, where you're doing business, where you're in a relationship, communication, understanding, being able to understand the next person and learn their ways and, how to work that dynamic. So either way it goes, I feel like it's still the same thing, so I feel like it can be like a relationship, but I think that's the best way to treat it. You know what I'm saying? Respect each other and keep it going.
Yeah, so somebody in the comments agree. Big Z said it is a relationship, it's a business relationship.
Right. Business ship.
Yeah. So as y'all are now, traversing this place like that, while I've been doing it for 10 years, you've been in the game 2 years. And of course, you had your interactions out there with different people and things like that. Has it ever been a situation with you two where it was like, man, you might want to move on something or vice versa, and the other one said, no, man, I don't really want to move on this project or this gig because that's going to be a bad move. But even though the money might have been,
I would say,
oh, it's going to get good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put the mic down low. Hold it.
No, I just feel like I just want to say the humble in me, try not to think that way when it comes to stuff like that. When it comes to us doing gigs or anything in that particular nature. I want to say this.
It sounds like it's a story.
No, so yeah, I'm trying to find the right words for it, but I feel that we have dealt with situations where, like, I felt like the gig or something wasn't worth the time, or the pay for it or whatnot. But knowing that, like I said, Lamar has probably seen it being, a different opportunity in me, so not so well. But like I said, just communication, and we kind of make each other understand why we should go with the situation, rather than, letting it just leave it on the table. So yeah, we have had conversations like that, but we end up, like I say, either doing the gig, depending on what it is, or we both come to the conclusion and just not do it.
We do the gig, and then I'll be upset. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, cause he like literally like press answered us, and I was like, he should be a politician. He did not answer your question.
Listen, like,
good with it. I'm impressed. My man skated all around that bitch.
If y'all need somebody to coach you, look, let me tag Marquisha, because next time she run, just get Wally, because he got it.
Like you said, a lot of the things are 100% correct, but with me, I will really go into it and hear the conversation with the client, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I would get mute on the phone, and they would have their conversation, and I'll be texting like, I ain't doing it.
Oh yeah.
It's just like,
he just leave you in the meeting. You just stuck in the meeting.
I mean,
we talk. We got to talk about
this. Don't say you be left in the meeting.
Yes, I mean, like I said, we had conversations like that. I'll be on the phone with the client, and he will as well, and we'll just kind of like, we'll talk it out. Try to see if we want to go through with this. We'll listen to what they got to say and see if it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what he said was
Yeah,
he
I'm
muted
out.
the phone call because he done,
Oh.
and you still on the phone like, so ma'am,
do that?
this is the price point.
That what he just said.
And now you just talking about yourself. You just-
So sometimes
Heard
it
it all
kind
the-
of be
put it
like
all out
that
there.
'cause,
you put
you
it on
know,
the- you heard it first.
it be like that a little bit because I could see like, okay, this ain't really worth it, you know, because like I said, we can have the same image. At the end of the day, regardless, you know, business, but at the end of the day, y'all, we do have to pay our bills. Like, let's be honest. We do have to make sure our lights is on and rent is due. So, you know, as much as we always want to push that high quality, there may be sometimes where you know what, there's a bookend, it's something coming in. And sometimes it's not even about the bill. Sometimes it's to continue to push the narrative that we want to push. So sometimes it's just like, you know what, I don't really care for this gig, but because I want to continue pushing this dynamic duo, which is the conversation we end up having anyways,
Right.
it's like, you know what, we're gonna push this duo either way it goes. And honestly, the person budget could be small, but we're gonna make it look like their budget is way bigger. So at the end of the day, it's a challenge actually. It pushes us, it really let us know, like, you know what, we know what we're doing and we're gonna stand on it. And the next time, you know, when they double back, you know, the price is gonna be double. So
So Big Z said everybody gonna be like, excuse me, am I on mute? And I know next time I go to is Lamar still on the phone? Hello.
When you hear Wally only talking,
Yep, you don't left the call. Now y'all know.
Yes, sir. They got to stand a lot.
So also piggybacking off of that, as y'all see me and Edwina's dynamic in our business, several businesses we run, trying to build that partnership. Like I said, even with us being married, it's a challenge. And we've had to come to the conclusion of, you know what, somebody has to be the boss.
Right.
So my question is that something where y'all where, you know, somebody has to be the boss? Because sometimes that
Just so y'all know I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
So yeah, she is the boss of the Boss Fest. And she said we're doing it this way. Even though I may not like it, sometimes I'm like, you know what, you the boss.
I like how you said the boss of Boss Fest. I meant I was just the boss in general, but okay. You done gave me Boss Fest.
She is the boss in general.
Thank you. I
Of
appreciate it.
certain things.
Oh my God.
So have y'all had that conversation, or it's still like, you know, it's just a 50-50, we trying to figure it out?
it's 50.
Yeah, more like I say more 50-50. I do know it will be scenarios where I might have to take over on the situation, depending on what it is. And same with him. Like I say, just right now, just more 50-50 than anything.
Has there been a situation where y'all might have clashed?
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
clash, but I think that it's I speak my piece, he speak his piece. You know, what can we figure out together? Because first of all, we both Virgos, you know, so
Big Virgo.
we gonna shut down the house if we was to really be butting heads like that. So we ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like your perspective was mine, and let's figure it out. Because that putting I'm the boss of trying to even, you know, talk over each. I don't feel like that's gonna work. I don't feel like what is the point of putting yourself and making it seem like you're the boss?
So wait, let me elaborate on the boss. So I'll tell a story, but first, the reason why we say like boss is not like you're one over another, but one has the option to veto a decision. So like, although we're 50-50 in everything we have in life, if I'm making a business decision, let's say he's not available and I have to make one on a call, then I like, so he understands I made that call for the business. Or if he says, I don't like this price point and I feel like we need to go for a look, then he understands as me saying that I'm, let's say the boss, that I may say, okay, I understand that we don't agree and we can't come to a head, but we have to make a decision because it's a business. I choose this.
Yeah,
And he kind of rolls with that, but never as though like I'm here and he's here.
Gotcha.
Because if you're talking about like, because we also have a marriage, so he's always ahead of like everything we do. But when it comes to we got to make a decision, I may just have to pull that and be like, all right, like you said, it wasn't cheap enough, but it's the quality for me, and we're gonna move forward. So like those type of decisions, but not one over the other.
Before we came in, because like for this podcast, we are working on a logo, just to put that out there. I liked the logo. I feel like it was simple and, you know, luxury looking. You know, he was like, I'm not really feeling it. So just, okay, done. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in putting something out there that, you know what I'm saying, that he doesn't agree on, or there's no point in, you know, me putting something that he doesn't agree on. I think, I guess it's
Which
like
I respect
vice
that.
versa. You know what I'm saying?
Which makes sense. It's just because it's the two of you, so it's not like you can sit around and there's not a board of people where you can take a
Right.
vote. It's literally at some point someone got to make a decision on something. So let's say the next logo, he's still like, nah. You're like, all right. So when we going?
Yeah, I done gave you 2 logos.
Yeah, so what's gonna so basically it's like what you're gonna do. So I guess
Right.
like when it comes to that, just more like we just try to figure out what I see in the logo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we go from that standpoint. Because I just think that, going back and forth on that situation ain't gonna get us too far. So it's like, well, then what kind, what you see in the logo and we done, and then we both become the conclusion.
And is it really that important? Like, is it really that important? You know what I'm saying?
To
like,
be a boss to me?
No, to like whatever the subject is. If it's like, the logo's not that important. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something to do. I mean, I'm not gonna say I rushed it, but I did kind of put a little express on it. Like,
Just
hey,
so you know now on the podcast, he said he rushed that logo.
Hey,
He said he rushed.
It was okay. You ain't like
everything on Hinge first time.
But that's what it was. It's like, hey, we got a podcast. We coming in, like, let's drop this logo. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I really care for it that much? Did I like it? Yeah, but it wasn't that important to me. Now, maybe if it's something very important where they could be how we posting or, whatever, I might, kind of argue over it a little bit. But it's just like, hey, bro, if you don't want to do it, okay, cool. So far, we haven't dropped anything or pushed anything where we was just like, you know what? I want this. We're gonna miss out on this, and you messing it up, and it ain't gonna be like I told you we should have did this. So far, we have not gotten that way. So I feel like that's good. I want to say we probably linked up probably like a year and a half ago, maybe. So I mean, it's really been cool since then. So it hasn't been like none of that. I mean, and I like it that way. From my past experience, I was put on the boxing gloves with those people. Like, I was knocking people out. So I don't that it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we're not even focusing on the bigger picture. So at that point, one of us probably disrespectfully bow out.
I mean, it sounds like all roses to me. I just feel like I've been in certain business situations where that sounds like the good thing to do, but
Which situation?
it doesn't always work out that way. Because I did another like podcast type situation and we didn't have a boss per se. And not meaning like someone again has to be over him, but someone makes a final decision and someone asked who was you fighting. That's juicy. We're gonna get back to that.
Wait, who asked that question?
But
oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
That means they know who you was fighting, don't they? Dang. But in that particular situation, there wasn't a person like, let's say, that made the final decision. And I've learned from those type of things like I'm here. I definitely will pray over your business. But what happens when you get in those situations? Can y'all walk away and actually because it sounds all roses, but something's gonna test it.
It all depends. It really depends. Now, everybody know me in that 5%. We didn't talk about it several times. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't seen it, but I don't know. Because he doesn't function in that way, and I feel like how whether you're friends with people or probably y'all previous exes before y'all, you had them people just.
There was nothing before us.
Okay.
We ancient.
So there you go. But you just had those. You had, like I say, your previous podcast, whatever friction. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a friction one time. It's something that just probably kept going and kept going. You know what I'm saying? So
it was a lot of friction that caused.
That's what I'm saying. And we don't.
Lamar telling the story like he know what happened.
I feel like Lamar know what happened.
No, I do not. Unfortunately, if y'all would like to, Edwina, you want to say something? Okay.
Edwina, do you want to say something?
No, this is not about. We talking about men in collaboration.
Based on what you
when we talk about women in collaboration, then maybe I have a story.
It's not that major friction, and I think that probably is what differs from men and women going into it. I think that women hang on to it. They'll talk about it and they'll walk. Go home and then they'll tell their man about it and their friends about it. I think they'll get a second thought and come back and like, you know what? Let me tell this girl this. I don't feel like we had it. I feel like we talk about it.
Trying to take us to church. Wow.
Wow.
I feel like we kind of just talk about it, whatever it's gonna be, and that's just where it's laid. It don't go past that point. Ain't no coming back, and
pretty much what he piggyback off what he's saying. Basically, like when it comes to like being like making the boss move, buzz, I I think that kind of comes along with, let's say for example, I bring in the business like where they can be like promoting the business or whatever the case may be. I think like if I see something like we lacking in that, then I bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Like that's how I would say the boss will come in between both of us. So like it's like I can be the boss, and sometimes he can be the boss in certain situations. So that's what we do basically, because we have that a lot where he may see something that you know what I'm saying, that's like lacking on us right now. Hey, we need to do this. And like for example, we did that, what it was the what it was duo, the shoot that we did with the blue suit. Like I told him, yeah, we need to do some social media, posts, because you know people like to see, you know, our work. We crafted that, you know what I'm saying. We that, but like just seeing us behind, you know what I'm saying, the camera, you know, in front of the camera, actually, that's good. I feel like to see stuff like that, and we seen how that took off, and so you know, we got more like that coming up, real soon. You know, with us doing duo stuff like that, just to kind of like, you know, help, you know, people that's fans of us, whatever, to kind of see us go through it. And like I said, that's just the move that I kind of put out there to us, like, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily I'm like bossing him, but like you're saying, it's basically me making that decision. I feel like we need to do this because, you know what I'm saying, this right here will help us, you know what I'm saying, elevate to where we're trying to go at. Where they seeing us working up behind these events, behind, you know, whatever the case may be, and we still got our work that we're putting out, you know what I'm saying, behind that. So that's how we handle that when it comes to like, you know, who the boss is.
I feel like y'all want us to fight so bad.
No, we
So
don't.
bad.
No, we
Y'all-
don't. I love the love. So really what my next thing was going to be, and I think Kevin was going to say something, is I feel like y'all have like your collaboration together, but I don't feel like Black men as a whole collaborate. So maybe the two of you have like your niche and you found your thing, but how does that work with a collection of now like Black men in a room? Because I just don't see that.
With the multiple people, and you know, I see it all the time. I see it on Facebook. It is ego. I mean, I can't stress that
Really?
enough. It's flexing. You got the biggest muscle in the room, or you make the most money, and you know, you doing something for somebody.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
I
I
feel
wouldn't
like,
expect that.
yeah, I feel like I see it all the time. I feel like, you know, even when people call me to collaborate, I can't even say collaborate. They called me and told me what I was gonna do. This is what the price was gonna be, and that's it. They didn't even
Like your price, what your price was going to be?
But yeah,
Oh,
had to
do
go
tell.
by-
Let's tag
I
you.
had to go by.
Mm.
I had
Yeah.
to go by that person's packages. It wasn't even a business sit down like, hey, I think we should work together. You know, what prices do you think will work? No, they calling me, hey, do you want to do this? I think you should do this. This is the price, and everything's gonna go through. Hey, you know,
Yeah.
nothing. So I feel like that when you have that ego like that, like you just over it and there's no discussion, you're not considering. And then when I went to go give my input, it was like, oh, we can't work together. I can't even say anything. So I feel like it's just the ego, it's the pride thing. And I feel like it ain't gonna work for me. You know, that's never gonna work. Not with me at all. You know, I'm always gonna give my opinion. You can never sum me or like try to put me down. And
That's what you mean by son you. Okay, I was
yeah,
going to ask you that.
yeah, that's what like, you know, like you say, he's been in the business for 10 years. You know, he has never disrespectfully and said, hey, I'm doing this, this is what we need to do. And like, you know what I'm saying? Is, hey, I think we should be doing this. I think this is a good idea. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? I've had other people reach out to me and just, this is what it is. This is what we're doing. And I have no say so. And if
Have
I
you
say
looked at
something-
those people like they were like elevated above you at some, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I know that they've been in the game longer than I
Okay, that's
have.
what I was wondering.
Now, if you want to talk about work, yeah. So it ain't nothing there. But if you would just want to talk about their time and their experience,
He
you
threw
know,
a shade, but he ain't gonna tell us who
no, I
it
ain't gonna
was.
say nothing. But when, you know, if you want to go by that, you can have all of it. That's great. But, you know, at the same time, you have to look at it like you've been in the game. That, you know, certain people approach me, been in the game for so long, but here I am right here next to you. So, you know, you need looking at, you know, in the mirror, or you might want to start taking tips from me at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you can't be disrespectful. And I tell anybody, you never know who somebody may be tomorrow. You have to be respectful and be nice. And that's why I love the group that I'm in, as far as, you know, my photographers, my other videographer friends, and my other business friends. I feel like we all uplift and motivate and pour into each other, opposed to there's other people who are too egotistic where they don't, you know, they only want to take from you and they're not trying to learn to elevate. You know what I'm saying? They just want to make it so that they got it all and they got their ears closed And, that don't work out, and I've been there, done that. And, those people, they probably got a scar for me to let them know not to do that again. So,
that's what, I think, like you're saying with the collaboration, I think, well, obviously I kind of can see this like a lot of people that, get into this field or whatnot, instead of them like, what I'm saying, coming in and trying to build relationships, I think a lot of people like, because I've done it in the past. Like, I think a lot of people just kind of like focus on get better than the next person, whatever the case may be. And I did that for a while, like just basically just focused on me, my quality, my just basically videography. And the business side of it, like far as building relationships, what I'm saying, you want to kind of have that. And I think a lot of them don't realize that until it's too late, because it's like you already don't burn your bridge with that person. So if they can come in that way where it's like, okay, hey, Walu been in the game for 10 years or Lamar been in the game for this long, what I'm saying, build a relationship with them, see what, what they went through. And what I'm saying, so you can learn from their mistakes, and also, what I'm saying, build a connection with them, because you never know. What I'm saying? So I think a lot of people they don't think that way when it comes to in this field. It's just more my name. I'm trying to get my name hot, so I'm going to do this and do that to, what I'm saying, to come up and, catch up with Lamar, catch up with Wally. But to this day, any videographer, photographer that come to me, I don't kind of just started. What I'm saying? I'm a humble guy. I speak with them. I work with them, whatever the case may be. I don't look at people being under me situation. So I think if we can, come together like that, then more people be able to collab versus like I say, this versus just want to try to like be in competition and want to try to, just basically be the next thing popping. Because like I said, I was popping and it doesn't do much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you get your your flowers here and there, people know who you are. But on the business side, what I'm saying, that's where it's like, okay.
So
people
flowers
got
don't pay your bills.
popularity.
Yeah, flowers not pay your
bills. Some people have popularity and not exceeding necessary business. And by that I mean, like, and it's nothing necessarily to say. I think at the end of the day, it's what you want for yourself and what you want for your business. If you want to stay a local business, you want to stay here in town, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to scare yourself that, a lot of people want to go to Atlanta, go to Miami, go to New York, and go to LA. If you want to do those things, that's perfectly fine, But the thing is, you have some people who are so big on popularity to the point where they feed off of what's here, but they're afraid to go somewhere else. And,
Because you're not going to be popular there.
Exactly. And so those people are most of the time who has the biggest ego and kind of son you, or, they're kind of more in competition with you. And those are the people who actually feel offended when a new dog is coming into town. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I see someone else coming up and I'm happy, I'm like, oh my God, I remember those times. That was me, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see you grow. But with those people who are just so big on popularity and they feel like once someone else started getting their name buzzed, they feel like you're taking something from them. That's what they end up building up, that animosity and that hate. And they, you know what I'm saying? It becomes competition at that point. You can never collaborate with someone who basically is not clapping for you when you're starting to win.
That's true.
I feel like you wanted to add something here.
No, I definitely want to chime in and touch
DJ
on
said
some
the
things.
shooters in the building.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Bush. But so for me, I know Lamar touched on something like, man, it seems like we want to talk. No, listen, I love y'all down there.
I like Messi too, though, but go ahead.
we like Messi too.
Right.
But I love y'all dynamic. And I think the one thing that we don't necessarily address or deal when it comes to business is the possibilities of how do we address this.
Right.
Me going into a leadership role, and I have to look at my team and my performance. I have to think about, okay, everything is going great. But if this breaks down, how do I address it? That breakdown, how do I address it? And what I want for you guys, I want y'all to be great. I want to continue to see the moves y'all doing. I can't lie, the book, the duo shot with the blue suit, with the camera coming up, stuff, and y'all dropped it right after y'all did Marquis's event.
Right.
Listen, even I was I need to book the duo. Like, let's go.
Thought you wanted the blue suit.
Right.
I want the blue suit too, but they don't make them my size. And they don't cut the same way. So we ain't
I
talking
think
about
they
it.
make blue suits your size.
They don't cut the same way.
This ain't gonna fit. I understand.
They got to get a tailor and some more. Yeah.
You gotta get them extra stick. That's what you doing. About
No, I just, okay.
right, but I like what y'all do. I like the energy y'all put out there. I like the video you put out there. Like, you've been quiet. I like when we see y'all operating and moving, at least when I've seen, it's always kind of like been Lamar that's kind of been front and center. He seems to have that energy. You seem to like love just be behind the scene, and to hear you talk now, I'm like, okay, that man do got a voice. I was concerned. I was looking for
I get that a lot though.
you don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, Kevin, they go Wally say, hey, wait,
I get it a lot no matter where I go because I don't know. I'm just like I say, I could be known as a shy person. That's because I don't, I'm like so like observing the area that I'm in. But once you get to know who I am, start communicating and stuff like that, then you'll find out, oh, he talk.
Yeah.
It'll be like that
that's
because
the same as
then,
you.
yeah.
It's the same.
Except for you look angry.
I was happy. I'm talking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh my God. I don't see him talking.
I mean,
Listen, I'm
he
excited.
get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a lot. Definitely when when it's my clients that I've had before, they're like, oh, I never hear him speak. And, so it's definitely not a lot. But I think it's actually good because, he teach me to be quiet sometimes. Like, bro, you don't even need to say nothing on that. I'm like,
He be ready, yeah. He be
Yeah,
ready.
and I be like,
So when he posts online and he say something, you reach out and be like, look.
First of all, I done already called people, and they felt like, nah, bro, I'm too late. I didn't post this. Like,
So now he got to get you to retract the statement that everybody gonna screenshot.
yeah. Oh, but see, that's the point. I leave it up there for that screenshot. Let them get their screenshots in. And then I'll take it down. So,
we have to
But
hide that.
You gotta reel him back in.
But here's the thing, though.
It's okay.
He be
Calm
telling me
down.
his situations. I'm like, bro, turn up.
I was gonna
Don't
say, you
let
want to
them
post
do you like
more?
that? Like, bro, what you doing? He's like, nah. I'm like, don't let them do. Like, I be right there because I feel like there's a thing to be humble and all that, but don't let these people disrespect you. Don't let them try you. Like, you gotta let them know like who you is and what you stand on. Like, even when I had my situation, it's not because I wanted to, but I had to be like, you know what? I had to leave a mark, let them know like you can't do this again. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that's watching, whatever, and I have clients like, hey, I read all the terms and conditions. I'm gonna make sure I not do this. Like,
They don't want to come mess with you.
Yeah, you have to set the standards in your business. You have to set the standards in your life, friendships, relationships, all of that. You have to set the standards and the boundaries. Because if not, people will break those boundaries and walk all over you. And I tell you, like, bro, you cannot, allow these people to do that. You have to stand your ground. You gotta, that 5% gotta come out sometimes. You're gonna have to let it, but you have to set an example. You're gonna have to leave some bodies out there laying around so people like,
oh, we about to start seeing some bodies on the book. I'm here for it.
No, y'all not gonna see them on the book.
Oh.
So y'all no evidence. What they say? No face, no case. There we go.
I thought we about to see Wally turn up.
No problem.
But listen, if there's any skeletons, y'all gonna think it's me anyway. So y'all
We
not even
and
gonna,
is.
Yeah, no, that was not me. They ain't gonna believe it.
Oh, look, you got a special. It say my friend is a work in progress. He is still growing. Growth is necessary and continuous. So shout out to keep growing.
Yeah. Oh, we got a shout out to Zeta May.
Yeah.
Zeta May, yes.
Shout out to Zeta May. We thank you for that word on this good, lovely Wednesday. We
It made me
you.
want to say eat the pie.
There you go. Zeta May with the quotes. Y'all see it.
That was definitely.
Look,
We sorry, Zeta Man.
the official host of Jokes and Jams. We had to shout out Zeta May at the Jokes and Jams. It was
Jokes
awesome.
and jams. And what else you the host of?
She's also one of the co-hosts of Boss
There
Fest.
we go. There
We are less than 30 days away from Boss Fest. So it's gonna be a whole turn up. I appreciate it.
We get to that later.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to that later? Okay.
We talking about these black men in business and how we can continue to grow and do. Because I heard like they started off at the beginning like, you know what, we found our niche, but we ain't really trying to mess with too many people that ain't like on the plane we on. That's just saying it better or worse.
She said you're gonna leave.
But just,
Y'all done made her leave. Ain't that something? Look what y'all did.
But-
ZK.
but have y'all? So y'all was saying y'all little duo. That's what it is. Y'all don't see no room for nobody else. At least in the space y'all in. I mean, y'all ain't saying that y'all won't work with anybody else.
Right.
How y'all dynamic work? Y'all don't want to add any other pieces.
Not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily that. I feel like you know what I'm saying, for what we got going right now, it's great. But like say for example, like she was saying, there's other stuff that may need to be added on into the
Put your
business.
application in to be the sound guy.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it could be like sound, you're gonna need
you want to say something so bad?
you're gonna need, different editors, you know what I'm saying? Because stuff can get this field can get beefy. when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying, you get a lot of projects on top of projects. So definitely we do have ways of how we handle that right now. We just don't have like people that we add on to the actual team right now. But definitely that is something that's down the
People
line.
are impatient, so I feel like
Will
y'all
be.
might have to add, like people, you do a photo shoot or an event, and I feel like people expect to wake up and have
Oh,
content.
not wake up. They want to leave, and when they get home, be like, "Where's that?"
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
not even a 24 hours or the next day. But when we shot the duo, for example, we would have loved to have a director because we was shooting it, running it back to look at the clip, jumping in the car because we were sweating, and then we got back out and did it. It would have been nice.
Y'all, the way that video came out, you would never know how many times we did that
took
tape.
so many takes.
Y'all did it a lot of
We did so
times.
many
Yes, because we
poses.
couldn't find the It's like, so for example, like I had the camera set on the the tripod or whatever, and it was trying to get the angle right so it can look good. But I know I can do my little thing and edit. I can make it do all zoom in and so forth. So we just kind of kept trying to find an angle, and then it was like sometimes the camera didn't. So just that type of stuff you go through when you're trying to do
Being
content.
in sync, that was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I mean that's
So
interesting.
I found that, yeah. So it's like we was running out of time too, and that's crazy. Like
Right
last
before
shot.
That's the last
yeah.
shot that y'all see. Literally, that's the
Last
last
shot we did, and that was the one.
And it looked like it was just seamless. I was like, look at them getting ready for the
Listen,
event.
if
Just
y'all
to take
go
a quick,
back and look at that video and you look at my car, you're gonna see a long water trail. That's how long my AC was running. And then it made a puddle and then ran down the thing. So this was like, I think like 15 minutes before my Keisha event. So I mean, we was rushing. We both had events earlier that day that we had to finish, and then we drove to Winter Haven to go to our garage. Like, it was hustle and bustle, but definitely having somebody on the team or someone there to help, it would have been helpful. But at the same time, we need someone that's hungry and passionate. It's not even just you being talented. It's are you hungry? Are you passionate? Do you care this much? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't have the budget. You know what I'm saying, to bring somebody on. Are you willing to donate your time? Just because you care about it. Because sometimes when we work together, we donate the time. He showed love for a lot of videos that I put out. He doesn't take pictures often, but at that point when he does, I will show love back. So it's just understanding the bigger picture and not, man, I didn't get paid for this. We don't do that. It's like, let's put this out here, put our names on it.
Yeah, but opportunity. Yeah. So yeah, it's all, like I say, all about building relations. Like
see the
you
bigger
called me
picture.
earlier in my career. Yeah, I want this pay. But now it's like, now it's more understanding. So you still do, of course, but I just look at the bigger picture for most of the things that I do for people, for clients. Especially if if I say an opportunity that I know if I did a video for this particular event,
That you could make,
take me, what
I see
would
what
take
you're
me in
saying.
a further direction. But other than that, like I said, it's just the prices to me are reasonable, especially for what I could bring to the table. And like I've been
You always gonna think your prices are reasonable.
yeah, because like the reason I say that because I did a lot of research. So like I think when it comes to pricing, a lot of people just kind of price off like let's say for example like what they believe. So for example,
I'm gonna be honest because I do that. I see something in my head and
Yeah.
I'm like, that
that's what
should
it's
cost
hard.
$2.
Yeah, see, but I know the technical side of it. So I know what you got to do behind that, and I always try to explain it. But I know clients not gonna understand that. Like if I'm telling you color grade and stuff like that, you're not gonna understand that. But it's just like that stuff is tied into editing because like I know they got that what a little fiber that people using. If you read them, they description, they only giving you short stuff. Yes, cheap, but they giving you shorts. They don't give you everything. So they might not
Every
color
time
grade it.
I've used Fiverr, they just it's trash.
Yeah, because
Really?
that's what I'm saying. So people don't understand
I've
that.
never
So, but I
had
give
that.
you the whole. I basically give you.
I haven't done
the whole
any
9
video
yards.
stuff, but
That's why my videos come out the way they come out because regardless of what you pay me, I still give you color grading. I still color grade your video. I still make sure.
You saying that like we understand, we don't understand.
Like say for example, if the shot is overexposed, people may leave that the way it is. I made sure my camera should like it's kind of raw feel so it can bring back the actual image.
Okay.
So I go through and I take my time and do all that. I stabilize your footage to make sure it's not shaking. I do all that, no extra cost. But if you go to like editors like that on Fiverr, they're gonna charge you per thing. So they're gonna be like, in order for you to get a stabilization, you're gonna cost this. You can do one without it because your footage is gonna look shaky. But me, I just give you everything all at once. So that's why I know the prices I do is reasonable. Like you can't beat the price that I give you because the fact is I don't go in and do the niche like doing VR. You basically say, okay, with this package you get this only, this and this only. yeah, I got my time and stuff, but I don't have like limitation on editing. I'm gonna make sure I'm oversee it every time. That's my goal. Oversee it every time, regardless of who you are, how much you pay me. I'm overseeing, and if you don't like it, tell me what you don't like. Let's get this fixed.
And that's the thing with our business. And when you guys,
We
can we
afraid to
please?
say that to Lamar. End up on the book.
Nah. Listen,
I want that
it's-
smoke.
what?
We do not want that.
Lamar done already doubled his price 5
Listen.
times in his podcast.
What was the post? Did he do something when he had the price just went up?
Went up. The double.
But the thing is, it's crazy. People only see that's when those things happen. That's me texting people, calling them, "Hey, what's wrong? What's the problem? Can you fix this?"
I
And
believe you.
it's just crazy how people will act when they feel like they're getting away with something. But it's just like when you basically expose them or call them out on what they do, then it's just like, as you can see, a lot of times they don't come on those posts, they don't say anything because they know they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? They can't really defend themselves, and it's very much you can say because as a business owner, you should always give me the ability to make something right. We all as business owners have the ability to make something right. Like you said, if something's not right with your video, please communicate with me so I can fix it, so I can change it. A lot of the times with these people, they take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? If I have no problem getting money back, I have no problem, fixing whatever the case may be, but don't
That's
take
awesome
that
that you say
from
that.
me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I stand on business. I stand on making things right, making a difference, and making sure my customers, my clients are walking away happy. So when that person moved the way they moved, that lets me know that they are not my client. They didn't have good intentions for my business and my work that I have. They have no respect for it. So at this point, unfortunately, I have to draw that line and make the example.
Take it to the book.
Which, as y'all can see, I have my people saying, "Hey, don't do it." But
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
happened.
It's just sad.
Shout out to the people that tell him to stay off Facebook.
Yeah, so it's definitely Lamar. Stay off Facebook. Stay off
I want to
Instagram.
people. Let me see.
all
Bruh,
that.
go to the book.
But I feel like, what am I supposed to do?
Go to the book.
Because
I
they
don't
don't
know. I struggle with
communicate.
that.
Yeah, I just tell him you gotta just talk to us.
What is that doing though?
That's giving what I feel that's
Somebody
doing.
said I be
That's,
trying.
that's giving him like the release to release that energy, that negative energy he have in him because he feel like he see out there on social media.
I just don't think he really solved anything. So why it feels good to let it out, but
I solved it.
no, you didn't.
Yeah,
They
he
still
did.
Because let me
did whatever they
tell
was
y'all,
doing.
they still did it, but it won't happen again because I changed the terms. Even though what you may see on Facebook, that's still terms and conditions. What did I change in my business to make sure that this don't happen again? That's what I end up doing. I may have that's the human side come out for a little bit, and I go back and okay, Lamar Pinnick, the photographer, how can you make sure this does not happen again in your business? What terms and conditions do you need to put, into place so this doesn't happen? So I go in and I do those things. I hold myself accountable. Like, you should have never did this. You should have never allowed this. Now you have to start doing these things so it don't happen no more. And I draw back and, I get that.
I really feel like no matter what type of things you put in your terms and conditions, people they don't read. And sometimes people's whole objective is to try to get over on you.
And that's the reason why when it comes to those people, because you literally
The book?
came,
The
book. You come
I knew you
over
was gonna
here
say
with this negative, like, why did you think that I was gonna be okay? And then for you to think that there was not gonna be no repercussions.
Yeah, I end up, I was somewhat held in how he do. That's why I have contracts. Contracts are, to me, I feel like, even though, like you said, it's in there, it's just like, and I don't throw it at them. I don't be like, oh, well, it's in the contract. I just be like, you know what I'm saying? Well, according to this, this is what we agreed to. And I always trying to find a solution with them because at the end of the day, customer service is everything. You can't please everybody, though. I know that for a fact. You can't please everybody, but it's just the thought of like me taking that mile, letting them know like I'm here for you.
I don't know if y'all see the comments.
But yeah,
Let me see.
It's more like that.
They may have did what they did, but they won't do it again to Lamar, boy.
There you go. Big AP. That's net.
So yeah, that's how you go about it with the client.
So having contracts. I will say we learned that when we first started in business, we tried to please everyone. And that's what you want to do is like you want to please as many people as possible. God, it's impossible to please people.
Definitely.
I never did that. I never been let me please this person. I've really just stood on business. And it's really crazy that when I see social media, a lot of people, and I talk to people, a lot of people don't know business. You know,
A lot of people don't know.
they
business.
don't know business, and it's really scary to me because I'm just like, how do y'all got to start something and just don't know, how to properly function the business? Like,
Right.
did you not take a class? Did you not talk to other professionals? Did you not look for a mentor? Like, how did you even build the structure of your business if you don't know business? People just,
They
That's
think
what
it's a
like
good
going
idea to
on.
have a business, and
The
you
money
start there.
part.
They just worry about that, like that craft side of, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, whether it's like building that brand or whatever. That's what
I
they.
think it may be sometimes like off a show, like to
That
look like
too,
I'm
yeah.
a business. Like really, Lamar's right. They don't be knowing business.
when you sit down and you actually have conversation, it's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, and it's just like, wow. And I just feel like that's the reason why I don't, I think right now why we're probably not really bringing in no one, because it's like, you don't want anyone to try to tear us apart, come in between, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool right now. It's cool. It's fun. We're excited for our work. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you understand business and have the passion and drive, and we push each other. So it's just like, hey, this is the rate, but we think we could go for this rate because it's like, yeah, go for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be lowballed or anything like that, and he don't want to be lowballed. So it's
Yeah.
like, let's highball, let's go up. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's not because we just highballing because we want to. It's because we know our work, we know our craft, we know. When people bring things to our table, we know, oh, okay, we know how we're going to shoot this. We know we're about to blow this out the water. So it's just like, they're going to have to trust the process and invest in us.
Yeah, that like just thinking like I think a lot of people don't realize that time behind that shoot. Like okay, I can be to your event for 4 hours, but how many hours do you think it take me to edit that event?
I be wanting it to be 10 minutes because that's how fast I want my stuff back.
Listen,
It's not even
Listen,
hours.
it's
No,
not.
I'm not terrible. I try to be patient.
It's days. But I don't know.
It's definitely hours. It's like breaking up. Cause like for example, just a quick like edit. Like sometimes you gotta go in, you gotta get the good footage. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you want good clips. You gotta break that up. Then you gotta figure out how you're gonna tell the story. See, that's the only thing about it, like when it comes to creativity, telling the story for editing.
You gotta make me look skinny.
Yeah, exactly. So like just cause I shot it in
He
this
said, yeah.
I don't do all that now. That's already gonna be love time consuming as it is. But it's just the fact that how you gonna tell this story of this night? Like, you shot all this footage in this particular order, but when I edit, I don't edit in that particular order. I go all over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I take a lot of time with editing. And so I think a lot of people don't realize that. They thinking that,
They really don't know.
Yeah, they just thinking that the 4 hours you film that you can throw something together real quick. Man, if editing was that easy, then I wouldn't charge as much as I charge. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I think about, people don't think about that. So it's like I don't too much plan on it anymore because, like I said, it's been years that I had dealt with the situation. I just find out how I can price my pricing on stuff like that and continue to just work with the clients, understand where they're coming from, and then know not necessarily overcharging them, but just cost you to do this because I already know based off past experience, this right here is going to be what I'm going to sell. No less than this. This right here,
That's you're gonna put some work in.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm trying to figure out where people are getting this mindset that you're supposed to shoot it today, be done with it at night, and have it in the morning. I don't know if it's because we got Uber Eats and DoorDash now, and everything.
I
is
think
fast
that's really
food.
it's the time where we live.
And the thing is like, if I did 5 photo shoots today, everyone thinks they're number one, and I'm just like, that's not realistic. If you're shooting at 6:30 in the afternoon, come on, you're not the first person. You know what I'm saying? If you shoot Saturday, everyone shot on Friday. Or if you shoot on Sunday, it's like you got 2 days worth of people ahead of you. So it's just like, how are people thinking that?
But they don't care.
They don't. And when I learned in business, people do not care. I don't care if I broke
Just
my
in
leg.
life, they don't care.
People do not care. You could break your hand and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. So
Can you shoot with the other hand?
When it's gonna be done?
Can your left hand work to edit the pictures? Like they don't care. And I think that, that's what I think the clients have to learn. Like, come on, give us a break. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, if you do want your photo tomorrow, there is a $100 rush fee that you can pay for it. It's there, and they for some reason want to avoid that, and they don't want to pay it. But the option to rush it and get it tomorrow is there. You just got to.
Yeah, I call mine skip the line fee. Skip the client that I'm working on.
I ain't mad at that. So, do you give people an estimated time frame?
I do. I have, depending on what the service is. So, for example, if it's like reels, Reels can be done within 1 to 3 days. Anything like an event that's like 4 hours plus, those typically within 3 to 5 days. So like I have like a amount that time like far as what things can be done. Only because I know like doing past experience how long it would take me to knock out that video for them. Like I say, they do need it faster by any chance, because some people you do deal with, they may need it the next day or so. And that's when I have that skip the line free. Because it doesn't necessarily take me long to edit. It's just more the fact, what I'm saying, I have other stuff that's already lined up within the
Yeah.
that's the only thing they don't
This
realize.
comment, it says it's a trend to start a business, but people really don't be knowing what they're doing. Hello, that's why it's business coaches out there talking about just post on social media. Like you could be a business coach and say anything because people don't know what they're doing in business.
Exactly.
That's so true. And that's the thing, actually find a good coach, because sometimes people just say they're a coach because there's the simplest things that people don't do and that people charge you hundreds of dollars for it. And it's just like, dang, that's all I got from it. But for some people, that's a lot because they don't know the simplest things, just what to do and what not to do. I know you was talking about our return times. I know I have my return time for 7 to 14 business days. People think that's 2 weeks. No, if you break it down, that's like 2.5
Oh, they don't even know
weeks.
business days.
No, they
Oh.
think that,
Oh, yeah,
you said
not
14
Saturday and
days.
Sundays.
No, 14 business days. I mean, cut out Saturday and Sunday and
No
holiday.
holiday. Yep.
Yeah, but it is not because I have to set myself up for success. I have to make sure that I'm giving myself time to upload the picture. You know what I'm saying? People forget we do have days off. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be editing.
Sir, you are an entrepreneur. You do not have any days off.
It's
Exactly,
true.
yeah.
We really don't, but we do have to appear like we do. That way we kind of push people off of us for a couple of days, but we have to set it up. You know what I'm saying? That way it gave us time to make sure that we're getting everyone's stuff back in time. If not, everyone wanted tomorrow. I mean, when I first started, it used to be back tomorrow. It used to be that way, but that was me getting one client in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can have it back tomorrow with no problem because I'm so excited to get to you. But now with my detail editing, that each picture takes 30 to 40 minutes, it's like, no, I can't get it back to you tomorrow. And it's people really be thinking like, oh, let's just get one picture. Y'all got cell phones and y'all don't even take one picture when y'all taking a selfie. So what makes you think you're gonna come? I'm gonna set up all this equipment. I'm gonna snap this camera one time and you're gonna be satisfied. It's like it's not realistic.
Oh, people want you to do a photo shoot with one picture?
Oh, I just want one picture. But how many pictures does it take for you to be that one picture?
That's wild.
$2. That's
It's so I'm about to say, yeah, it'd be probably photography and videography that'd be like, what?
Yeah, people
Are you
will
serious?
just be like, but they really, but I just want one picture. I'm like, so you want me to set up this backdrop, set up these lights, I'm gonna do all of this. And because you're saying that you only want one photo, you're thinking that this is gonna be $50.
$2.
Yeah. And it's not. And it's like I still have to use my full quality of my camera. I'm still giving you full quality work. I'm still giving you 100% of my customer service. I can never discount those things. If someone wants a photo shoot, that's gonna be $50 or something, or $2. I could do that, but I'm not gonna edit it. We're not gonna be no color grade. You're not gonna look vibrant. You're not gonna look sharp. You're not gonna get.
We're not gonna be skinny.
Mm-mm,
Mm.
mm-mm. I'm
Oh, yeah,
Dr.
that's what
Miami
I'm
for the people who pays. So
That was gonna be my next question. So I know that you are now doing multiple things. You did some Atlanta stuff. So if you kind of transition out of this area and more in Miami, Atlanta, Tampa area, Atlanta area, or you still trying to be patient?
Don't say it like that because this is home.
I ain't got patience for these people.
Man,
This is
I ain't gonna say
this y'all home.
Kinda, yeah.
Listen,
I love the city.
yeah. The thing is,
Siri like him too.
Pope, it's unfortunate where when we talk about Atlanta and Miami and these different places, it seems like we're talking bad about Pope, and it's just like, I think we're most holding Pope accountable for the things that they do and don't do. So it's not me pouring down and looking down on Pope, but there's things that Pope do not do and that they don't offer. And I feel like I am transitioning to be going to Atlanta. I do have Atlanta clients. I do have people who reach out to me. I do have people in Miami. The next destination is going to be Texas. So I want to grow. I don't want to just be locally known. The way I think about it is, that kid who's playing football and they're doing so good and they go to high school and then when they get into college, it's like they're not good anymore. You know what I'm saying? But they come back home, they're the star. But when you get amongst the other stars, it's like you falling apart. I feel like I want to hold myself to be able to be with the top and the best photographers. Really feel like, hey, I really am the best because I'm amongst other greats and I can still hold my weight. I don't want to go to the NFL and not do good and come back home with my head down. So when I'm branching out, it's really a challenge for myself to be amongst other great photographers, other business owners to get more notes and more knowledge up under my belt so I could better myself. And it has nothing to really do with Polk County. It's just what I want for myself and my business.
Give it to me, Wilder. It's in your heart. I feel it in your soul. You can give me one.
I am. I just feel like when it comes to like, but me personally, I just feel like what I'm saying, I overgrown Polk County. Like when it comes to like my services, what I can offer and stuff like that. So like just going out to other cities, like say for example, like Atlanta, they don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically like a fresh face to them. So like just doing work out there and showing this same work ethic here, I know it can take me further. You know what I'm saying in the career and so forth, and not just be so because I hear like you kind of limited. I just feel like in the city you limited because
He
it's
moving
like
to Atlanta with us is what he said.
I heard that. And it's crazy because, and I'm hearing it. It gives the impression that all of us are trying to build our brand.
Come on, man, collaborate.
Listen, do what we got to do.
Right.
And it almost feels like we giving people around here the best we can give them. And we showing them, hey man, we can take you here, we can go here, look at the work. And they like, nah. But we go somewhere else.
Amazing.
And they ready, oh man,
they jump on it.
Amazing. And I see that. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like you basically, like I said, I still love the city. So I still like stay down here, be down here. Regardless, like I said, I love my city. But it's just that when it comes to things like pricing, as far as with video and photography, it's like so many other photographers, so many other videographers, pricing all over the place. So it's like they don't know the structure. So they don't know how this business works, and they don't know how the work that we put behind it. But going into these other cities like Atlanta, Miami, wherever, California, wherever you're trying to go, you do business, they more like, they might have the same like thing we have, but they have the standard business. So you'll be able to fit more in with them,
You could charge more.
And then you can charge more. Cause like, down here, we have our price down here set. So it's like, say for example, I charge like, let's say for example, a music video, probably like $500. You go to like Atlanta or something, it's like $1,500, $2,000 for a music video. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that I'm doing down here, but they down here, they'll be hesitant to pay that. It's like $500 for a music video, that's a lot of money. But technically,
are you investing in yourself? And that's what sometimes I have to tell people, like even myself sometimes. Like,
I was like, come on now.
Listen, my wife would get on me because we trying to live within budget.
Right.
But I do understand there are certain things that I gotta make sure it looks a certain way, it's presented a good way.
Right.
And I feel you on that piece where you're like, man, here I almost have to price myself down just to get work.
Yeah.
Versus just transitioning somewhere else.
Exactly.
And just doing, like I said, doing the same damn work.
Exactly. Yes.
And getting the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to go about it. That's how I feel like if anybody feel it like in that state where they feel like they just stuck, it's like you doing, like I said, I continue to get content down here. So that's why I said it's nothing to be, the bash the city. It's just the fact that you just feel like, what I'm saying, like almost like I'm in a comfort zone, but I don't, I'm not happy at the end results right now. So I do know what I have to do to go, to get where I want to get at.
And I know you said that you price yourself down. So with me, I actually don't price myself down. I price myself pretty much where I feel like I'm where I feel like I value myself right now. And the reason is you never know who's looking at your page. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's tuning into your podcast. I feel like you should never sun yourself.
He lying. He don't price himself down either. He might feel like he should, but
oh yeah, we all get that guilt.
Yeah, like, you get that guilt because you're looking at, oh man, everybody else is this, and I'm way over this limit. I'm not gonna get the clients and stuff like that. But what I've learned is, regardless of I can price myself high and have my Instagram page when I don't know who's gonna see my page. You know what I'm saying? You never know as many hashtags as I've used. I've got clients from Washington, D.C., from Texas, from Fort Lauderdale, solely because they went on my page and they saw what they like. And whatever the price is, they will pay it. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, do not price yourself down. Don't lowball yourself because you're not just marketing here. You're marketing your business for whoever's looking, whoever's watching, who's ever willing to basically invest in themselves. And another thing is we're going to Atlanta. It's not even about how much we charge. It's what they're willing to put in their photo shoot. So I have clients who they pay my highest package like $300. I think my lowest is $225. I have clients who will spend the $250 with me, which is my middle package. They don't want to spend it. I'm the most expensive thing. After they get their hair, their makeup, and their outfit.
You said you're the most expensive thing?
Yes, for what they basically
Okay.
for what they prepare for their photo shoot.
Mhm.
So a lot of times is after they basically book me, like they don't want to go get more props, they don't want to rent Airbnb, they don't want to make their vision come to life with what they have for their photo shoot. Opposed to when you go to Atlanta, you go to Miami, you go to LA, you're the cheapest thing. You know what I'm saying? They will book me and they didn't buy $1,000 worth of props. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And same thing when you
understanding.
have like music videos. People just want to be at their house on the gas station, doing a rap video, but you actually have in Atlanta and LA and Miami where they're renting out models, they're renting out Airbnbs, they're getting
Yeah, a budget in with
Yeah,
those. They
they
typically
increase.
have
I
a budget.
think because they're ahead of the game, though.
Yeah, so they'll throw you a budget. They'll be like, well, we have a budget of $20,000, $10,000, and then with that budget, you'll like have to get like the unique cars, condo and stuff like that. That's how that works with that particular field. But down here, like music videos nowadays, I'm running guns, so it's like they typically just pull up to the scene that you at and shoot some clips.
Yeah.
That's it.
And when you have those high, basically paying clients, you get to show your content, your portfolio increases. And
Right.
once that increases, your business now increases. So I think it's important to stand on your business, stand on your prices, and to stand on pulling in those high quality clients because they will bring you high quality work. And that's only going to elevate you. If you keep taking anything that comes, your page is going to look like anything. You're going to continue to get anything. So that's the reason why I feel like it's important for me to move to Atlanta and continue traveling to Miami and going to LA because I want the high quality client itself. Outside of my pricing, I want someone who's willing to invest and don't mind.
Most
Y'all hear him?
Mic
drop.
So look, I guess as we wrap this up, I learned a couple of things. I always like to say what I learned. I feel like men collaboration can be just as messy as women.
That's what she learned from this.
That's what you
She was
learned.
not listening to
I
anything
was
that y'all
listening.
said.
You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. And then I was gonna say it's just something special about your collaboration. And I think that's what's different. It's who you collaborate and who you're able to partner with. Everyone can't be a Lamar and Wally, and it just depends on the people that you meet. Obviously, they met a few trolls before they got together, and now they know their connections. So I think that's important to take away when you're collaborating with people. You got to collaborate with the right one.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say.
Just communicate, understand each other, and respect.
So from your previous experience with working with people, do you feel like it helped you change how you're moving forward with the next whatever group or whatever business partner you want to do outside of your husband?
No, 'cause I don't feel like I did anything wrong.
Look how he looking.
I don't know if that was the question.
He asked me would I change,
Or
and I said no.
From what you learned from your past business relations or partnerships that you had, do you feel like you took those things and now the next business partnership that you have, that now kind of like what to do and kind of how to operate?
So I'll say that, like, I'm about to go into a new venture, and what was important to me is that there was like a head at the table. In my last partnership, there wasn't that. But like in this vision, someone reached out to me and said, "Hey, I envision you have this part in the project that I'm doing." And to me, that's clear cut on this is what I own, instead of you need me to come up with this, and we're sitting at that table and we're throwing out ideas and everyone's 50-50 or whatever percentage they may have.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that someone says, "Hey, this is the vision and this is the part that you play." To me, that's the biggest thing that I took away from my last partnerships. I've had several partnerships like before, but this last one I learned that everyone's personalities don't match mine, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's not going to be for you, but if there's a certain like I said, we'll call it a boss. If there's a boss, then I'm like, okay, I'll follow behind whatever the boss says, and that just is what it is. But if everybody trying to be the chief, nobody's moving.
Yeah.
So I think I'll say I learned that.
And I think that we have the, you said trolls, but I think that, the trolls are almost the trophy to our success. If we did not have them, we wouldn't learn what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, even though we may not add them or drop their names because they're not going to get that much of, attention, but I feel like, they're the trophies to our success. So I feel like we have to shout out our trolls, because I feel like we would not be where we are, and you wouldn't know how to basically handle yourself for the next big business. That next big business may be $1 billion business, and I feel like you needed to learn those things from those previous people so you wouldn't mess up them $1 billion. I know you don't want to drop $1 billion bag. Nobody wants to lose that. So I feel like the trolls, thank you. Here's your trophy. We appreciate you for everything that you do, and keep trolling.
Somebody put a trophy in the comments. Trophy for the trolls.
That's
They're
it.
my big one-liners.
So look, is there anything that you want to add as we wrap up?
Oh, listen, I'm definitely. We came up with this topic and we was bringing you.
Somebody threw a trophy. Sorry. Big Z for the win.
I find myself. I have a lot of friends that are in business, but we don't really do business together. And it's not necessarily that we couldn't support each other's business. Like we support each other's business, but we don't do business together.
You don't collaborate in business.
But we don't collaborate.
Well, is your businesses able to collaborate?
I'm trying to teach business success. I think our business can collaborate with everybody's business.
Right.
You stutter when you say that. People don't know what your business is, so
Yeah. So
like I don't
because my
think
thing
that's
is,
clear.
it has to make sense for one. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone over here, somebody got to be selling shoes, and somebody got to be making shoe boxes. You know what I'm saying? They have to work together in order for that. But I feel like, all because they're your friends, because y'all got business, I don't feel like you should be trying to figure out how you could come together. At that point, you're just trying to put something together that doesn't fit. And I feel like that's probably why it's not going to work. But like I said, if that person makes shoes and you make shoe boxes, then then you have something going for yourself.
Yeah, Lamar came to drop gems today. Do your friends make shoes?
No, but maybe we should start making shoes and shoe boxes. No, so that's a great gem, and it's through these conversations that I can sit back and I can say, listen, just because we haven't had the opportunity to collab yet or do certain things, it doesn't mean it won't present itself in the future.
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys operate in a space where y'all in similar lanes. So when people doing videography, they doing photography, whatever, they're like, man, listen, you see what we're doing together. We work together well. And that was some of the challenges we saw when we were trying to book multiple different people to do things.
Oh.
It was this person to do this person to do that. But it's like, hey, now can y'all guys get together and figure out, can we get this content together to make it this? And it's like, I don't really work well with this person. So those are the challenges we find ourselves dealing with.
And that's what makes us special. And that's something that we talk about all the time. When you book two separate photographer, a photographer and a video, you would have that dynamic where you could tell like they're just business partners, or they may not even know each other at all. You could have booked somebody from Kissimmee and brought somebody in from Lakeland, and they just don't mesh. Some people really go into events like, I'm gonna get the shot, and they don't worry about the next person getting the shot. When we do our weddings, it's like I take my pictures. Hey, you need something? Did you get your shot? Give us 1 second. Let the videographer go next. It's not overcrowding. I think those will never be good relationships. That would never be a good business collaboration, anything at all. I feel like at that point, it is what it is, and it's showing you. And that's when we first linked up. It was business. You know what I'm saying? And then once you see the relationship, the personalities, and everything, it's like, okay, now we could be friends. And I feel like once you have that friendship in the business, now we could just run down the road with this. Like we supposed to take it over because we got it. You hit them from the left, I got them from the right. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
There it is.
All right, baby. Well, who we gonna give these tickets away to somebody for Boss Fest? What we doing?
See how he just automatically like refers to me like
went to the
I am
boss.
the boss? Right.
I went to the boss.
Right.
The boss tell me to shut it down. I put on my headphones, adjust mic.
So we did have some Boss Fest tickets that we wanted to give away. We did a post, and like all of 4 people were able to see the post. But we are giving away 2 Boss Fest tickets. Actually, Wally and Lamar are giving away those tickets. So do y'all know who is winning these Boss Fest tickets?
Yeah, I got it right. We're gonna look off my phone right here. So if you want to announce the first winner, and then I'll do the second one. Say it again.
Y'all want me to do a drum roll?
Okay. Okay.
Well, you already announced it. I heard you.
Who? What you said? Seneca Bittercourt?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, no.
So the first winner is going to go out to no other than, tip bartender, Mr. Simone Alexander Wilson. You are the winner of the Boss Fest ticket. And then we got the second person.
That y'all done already said 5 times.
And the second one is Shante Walker. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations. We will see y'all at Boss Fest. We appreciate y'all playing along, sharing, putting your number in the post, whatever it may be. You guys, we are less than 30 days away from Boss Fest. So if you have not gotten your ticket yet, let me stop trying to tag people and let me just put the Boss Fest site here. If you have not gotten your ticket, definitely go to the website. This event, we're just super excited about this event. We're talking 3 different levels. We have vendors, we have content creation, we have speakers. Really, Kevin and myself, we have tried to put in a room everything that we wish that we could see in any type of event. So there won't be a story. You don't get to learn about somebody's background. It's straight gems and game that we're trying to bring to you at Boss Fest. So definitely get in the room. I dropped the link to be able to get your tickets. It's www.boss-fest.com. Tell a friend so that they can tell a friend. And please like and share the podcast. We appreciate y'all for that. Okay.
Run it.
A few things.
So I'm gonna go. Let's go ahead. So I'm gonna tell you, the duo scared. I was like, man, let's
You
book.
can't live in a scarcity space.
Yeah, listen, I can. When I saw Lamar say the price doubled on Wednesday, then he said the price went up again on Thursday. I don't know if I can afford to duo, baby. I would like to book the duo, but I don't know if we can afford to do it.
Yeah, hilarious.
Figure that out. Here's my Boss Fest budget. You've already overspent that by 6 stacks. Like, now,
Let me talk to y'all about dreams.
Now I'll talk about nightmares.
Literally, I will appreciate my husband. This all started from just a dream I had. We actually were launching a business, and I said, I want to come out and just present our business to the community. That was 3 years ago. And it started as presenting our business, and then we got other vendors to come in the room, and just the connections that we created in the room. I was like, well, let's do it again. And then it just kept growing. It was actually Lindsay who told me, put a name on the event that you're doing. And that's where people learn Boss Fest. So people think Boss Fest is 2 years in, but it's actually 3 years in. It's just the second year with the name Boss Fest. But last year is when we introduced speakers. And I was like, man, if you could learn something, you come in this room, you get to support small businesses and walk out with just one piece of information. Because when I go somewhere to a networking event, if I leave with one thing that elevates my business, I always feel like it's worth it. So I came up with a dream. He gives me a budget. I blow the budget out of the water. And we always are 30 days in, and he's like, well, we eat noodles until it's over. So we're living in my dream until my dreams start supporting us. I guess that's what they say.
Or bankrupt me and put me out there on the sign with them other people holding them signs.
But I want to appreciate you for embracing my creativity and just letting it, do it.
You the boss.
Y'all are look, y'all the real goat. But yes, it will definitely, it's going to be, so the selfie museum is probably what I'm most excited about. It's a collaboration of different types of like selfie music. It's for people to, take content and elevate your business. Look, off camera, you can talk to Mr. Butler about the budget.
Off camera about this budget.
He starts sweating every time you say budget, so don't say it too much.
you know, you know, people don't talk to communicate. So respectfully, you know, I'm gonna show love to the people.
The price gotta go up. We understand the price gotta go up. That they did. That they did.
And that's what
But
I'm
once
mad
your
at.
skills elevate, so does your price.
And that's what I've been seeing. I remember the $10 headshot. And
I don't know if you were supposed to say that it
Yes,
was
I am.
$10.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
I'm
you put
supposed
his
to-
business in the
Yes,
yes, you
it
do.
was in business. Right. I remember the 10. Then I started seeing most of it. Most I said, yeah, man, I don't know if we can afford Lamar. Boy, elevate himself. He getting good. Like, what $10 Lamar? 'Cause
Not $10 Lamar,
what
but you get
$10
mad.
Lamar? Oh, nickel bag Lamar. What nickel bag
Oh
Lamar?
Lord, we're gonna have to end the pot. Right.
See, that's what you scared me.
So look,
What we
as we
dropping
wrap
killer
up
words.
and Kevin starts sweating a lot about this budget,
Shoot.
what would y'all want to leave the people with? And then how can they follow you or reach out to you later?
So what want to leave them with?
Yeah, anything you want to let them know. Never mind, he was already on it.
Oh yeah.
And then let them know how they can follow you, how they can book the duo. You got an amazing package out there right now. Tell them
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
most definitely. But like we say, for any events, whether it's a birthday party, a gala, birthday.
Boy, Markeisha.
I'm like, how many gallons do we have in Polk County?
We got it's quite a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Contracts up on the table. I can tell you that much.
Okay. And the price just went up.
Oh, y'all better
Listen,
thank Markeisha.
listen. That's why I know.
Yeah, it's Markeisha. She did it for the gala.
We know. We know.
That's for that video, but
We
definitely.
appreciate being in the room, but y'all caught them sit in the building.
But yeah, definitely y'all looking for photographer and videographer for reasonable prices that y'all know for sure when you get your product back, whether it's the photography or the videography, and it matches and oversees your expectations. What y'all looking at? But the duo is like
It's self-explanatory.
Like it's no other way you can put it. Like basically, when it comes to us, like y'all can see the work and y'all can book us.
Through my website, Lamar Pennick Photography, or you could just call either one of us. Whoever you call, either way, we will link you guys with a conference call with us, and then we will talk to you together, and we'll direct you through the booking site.
Wait, y'all dropping real cell phone numbers?
The business stuff on.
They say they got the Google number. They got the Google number for y'all.
We got the two phones,
Oh, we
one
got
for
two
the and one.
phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ladies, my personal number is.
Oh yeah, and then also I mean not to step on your toes, but I have a special, that's out right now.
I love it.
It's called Book. What is it? Oh yeah, name your budget.
Don't listen. I seen that. They're hot.
Listen,
and Weena was gonna name something real silly.
No, listen. So basically, it's
$2.
it's a steal of the year. It's a steal of the year. It's going all the way out from now to December 31st, but you have to book the special within from today into September 15th. So basically, just name your budget. No, like it has to be a reasonable budget, of course. So you have to basically say what you want.
Not taking $2.
So yeah. And if you do it, whatever the budget may be, I do find a way to work with. So for example, if it's something that's like low, whatever the case may be, I do find a way to work around it. So whatever your budget may be, you may be on a short budget for the event, where it's the Sweet 16, and you feel like you don't pay everybody else off, and you just need that video. the budget that you would pay for a videographer. Just take advantage of that. Name your budget.
Oh, somebody said, "What's the minimum?" Hello, we
What's
in a
the minimum?
$2 club. Let's go, Big Z.
You need a minimum.
Listen, that's why I say reasonable. Y'all know, yeah.
Reasonable don't.
What is the minimum?
Reasonable is
For the
something
minimum.
that y'all know. So reasonable. So for example, I give you an example. Let's say, for example, for a 2-hour event, normally while we charge you up in 280, 350 for a 2-hour event. So basically, reasonable for that, you probably can get by. Let's see, you probably can do something like 180. Probably can even get by 150. Just hit me up. You never know.
Is that with editing and everything?
That's with editing. That's with my time on the set.
Get the hell out of here.
Listen,
Listen, man.
25 cents.
Man,
Let's go ahead and turn the cameras out. We got
Man,
something disgusting to do.
they been scaring me with this price, and I'm finna book
We
the
got
duo.
something disgusting to do. I got $5 in my wallet.
You can do name your budget, and then you can book me at my full price.
All right, Lamar price went back up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same. You can get his budget, and you just combine.
You're working together.
But also, y'all make sure y'all still with duo. But hey, take advantage of that because I'm trying to tell y'all that's the deal of the year. You can't lose with that deal. I'm telling you, I know people got something going on out there where it's a baby shower, birthday, event, whatever the case may be.
They got to put a deposit down. If
A
they book
deposit, small deposit down. That's
it.
it.
No small deposit. We doing business.
$2.
No, bro. We doing no.
$5.
Shit, me.
Just let
Well,
them
Bone.
call him, hit him
Yeah.
up and find out what it is.
Nah, man,
Yeah,
they gotta
contact
have at least a $50 deposit, whatever the book duo is.
Wait, did you now become?
Yep, I became his business manager. Listen,
I weren't here.
Mm-mm.
listen, bro. Listen.
It's like the sound guy. He just not gonna, he ain't gonna make it.
Well, he did this.
You can ask what's in it.
Yeah, he moved fast for you. I seen how he did it. I'm sorry about it. It's okay.
But I do want to drop out my. It's not really. It's not a special. but
Oh,
it's
we're gonna
not-
name some prices.
We're not naming prices.
Oh,
prices
okay.
set.
Set price.
Just checking.
But I do have my Christmas packages dropping this Friday for my previous clients who have booked with me for. Please check your emails. I have already sent out those flyers to you so you guys to actually go ahead and start booking. But the Christmas will be officially dropping Friday. It will be very deluxe because we have the amazing Tiara Mason setting up the decor. It will be at the Canvas Event Center on Winter Haven, owned by Bethany Taylor. We're gonna have 2 setups the same day. We're also gonna have 2 photographers as well. I'm not gonna tell you guys who that second photographer is. You gotta come and find out. Also, with the very special setup, something a part of that I'm also not discussing. So you just have to actually book.
So we don't know.
We don't know what's going on.
So listen, you're gonna have the
Now you gotta-
You go out to book this, but you ain't, I ain't telling you until you show up that day.
I have the description of what it is, but the main thing you just have to book it, and you will see when you actually get there. Because Tiara is very creative. She know how to, change a room up and make it something totally different. So you just have to really book it and see how it goes. I mean, if you booked with us last year, then you already know it's always.
Oh, so y'all know what's up.
Yes.
Yeah. But duo.
Book the duo. Butler, you got anything else?
I'm done. I'm gonna blow my budget up.
So, in that case, we appreciate y'all joining us this Wednesday. We appreciate the duo sitting at the boss table. We will
Having us.
turn off the cameras and discuss the budget. But until then, we will see y'all next Wednesday. And don't forget to get your Boss Fest ticket. Peace.
Peace.